Don't waste your time on the jump mine trial this week. It only gives around 4,700 points despite requiring a ridiculous amount of preparation. Meanwhile, another trial can give you well over 40,000 points with a fraction of the effort. In this video, I rank all 5 trials of the week, show you the best maps, the best strategies, and tell you which trials are actually worth grinding if you're going for Hotshot or Cantina Legend. Let's get started. So here is how I personally would rank this week's trials. Number 1, damage Vaporizers. Number 2, destroy Wasps. From there on 3, we have open containers in the Port Authority building on Riventides. Number 4 is deliver Carriables. And dead last this week, damage Arc using a single jump mine. Let's start with the best one first. Damage Vaporizers is easily the best trial of the week. The best map is Blue Gate during close scrutiny. If the map is too contested, just go to Buried City on the close scrutiny event. It's a good alternative. Because only Vaporizers count, the fastest strategy is to pop their shield with, for example, a Jupiter and immediately throw a wolf pack once the shield is gone. The reason why the Jupiter, in my opinion, is by far the best weapon is because Vaporizer drop energy ammo when they die, meaning you can keep refilling your ammunition throughout the raid, which means you don't need to bring as much ammo and therefore have more space for wolf packs and, for example, hatch keys, since they work on close scrutiny as well. Your priority should always be the natural Vaporizer spawns first. While rotating between those, simply kill the additional Vaporizer spawned by assessors. Solo scores can go up to 44,000 points if you're a madman like Valiant, for example. For more normal human beings, I would say it's around 30 to 40,000 points, making this one of the highest scoring and most efficient trials of this week. Let's take a look at the maps real quick. So for Blue Gate, you genuinely speaking want to be positioned in more or less the center of the map, probably around maintenance bunker or reinforced reception, because from there you can see basically every assessor spawn, including every natural Vaporizer spawn. As for Buried City, it's a little bit harder because you don't have the line of sights. You also have a couple of Vaporizer spawning around Hospital, so you might want to set up a couple of zip lines from Town Hall to Research and maybe down to Parking Garage, just so you can travel a little bit faster. As I said, make sure to focus the natural spawns first. For example, the one by Grandioso Apartments spawns pretty down low. You won't have line of sight. You will have to run all the way across over there. Make sure to cycle them as often as possible, and then in your downtime, kill the ones that spawn from the assessors as well. The second place goes to destroy Wasps. The best maps are Blue Gate on the Locked Gate event or Spaceport Hidden Bunker, since both give you extra 10 minutes to work with. Only Wasps count, including those spawned by snitch scanners, which means you have to bring as many snitch scanners as possible along with at least 3 wolf packs. Right at the beginning of the raid, you can throw 6 snitch scanners immediately, wait for them to call in the wasps, and then throw a wolf pack. That wolf pack should destroy all 12 snitches called in by the snitch scanners, and from there you want to throw another scanner every 30 seconds. For weapons, you have multiple excellent options. The Jupiter is a little bit slower but more ammo efficient. The Hall Cracker kills faster but burns through ammo more quickly, and you'll need to use up more inventory space for the ammo. As a secondary weapon, I would bring either a Kettle so you can use the light ammo dropped by Wasps, or a Renegade to refill from Hornets. This is where people might call me crazy, because I've been talking to a lovely fellow streamer just yesterday about this. If you really want to min-max this trial, you can even spec into the Fly Swatter skill. It lets you one-shot Wasps, meaning you'll need far less ammunition and you can dedicate even more inventory space to snitch scanners. Honestly, this is probably the only try where Fly Swatter is actually worth taking. If you are the streamer that I've been talking to, I apologize for being wrong on that, okay? I'm sorry. Current solo scores are approaching 38,000 points for this. As for maps, you have two options. Number one is Blue Gate, where you would like to position yourself either on top of the maintenance bunker or on top of the hill between Cliffside Airshaft and the reinforced reception. The reason being is that from those two positions, you can see almost every natural snitch spawn on the map that you can then pull in your downtime to get even more scanners and more wasps. If Blue Gate on the Lock Gate event is not up, you can also do it on Spaceport on Hidden Bunker. For this, if you are in really friendly lobbies, you want to position yourself on the concrete platform around the launch towers or on top of the departure building. From there, you should see almost every snitch that spawns on Spaceport. The departure building being a little bit more dangerous because it's closer to the bunker and a lot of people like to hang out on top of that. So be careful when you do that. The third place goes to the Port Authority trial. The map condition for this doesn't really matter, although night raids slightly increase your chances of other players opening the key rooms for you. For the maximum score, you will need 2 keycards, the classified records keycard and the secure storage keycard. Every container inside the building counts. That includes the lower levels, the upper floors, and even the tower above the building where a weapons case can spawn. Also, don't forget the small hole underneath the building where you have a couple of breachable containers and usually ticks spawning. You will need a snap hook for this to reach everything efficiently. A complete picture of all the loot positions for this trial are available on my Discord, but we're gonna take a look at the map real quick. Okay, so this is the Port Authority building on Riventides. There is one container down here in the sand that counts towards this trial. There is a small blue ice box outside the building that counts towards this trial. And there are a couple of weapons cases that spawn on these small ledges outside of the building. One is over here. One can spawn either here or here. And a weapons case that can spawn over here. As mentioned before, don't forget the big tower. You need a snap hook to get on top of it though. There are rumors that a couple containers can spawn outside of this area around the wreckages that may count towards this trial. I do not have evidence for this though. Fourth place is Deliver Carriables. The best map is easily Stellamontes. I personally would do this during a day raid because a lot of people tend to loot on night raids and try to move quickly. Therefore, it might happen that they open the doors, which you don't want. Every carryable object counts, including batteries. The biggest optimization is using the batteries on both sides of the large doors before another player opens them. There are a total of 4 large doors requiring 2 batteries each, 1 small door in cafeteria with 1 battery, and the Robo Sandbox puzzle requiring 3 batteries. If the battery holder in Robotic Sandbox is bugged out and won't let you remove the batteries, simply find a safe location, Alt F4, reconnect, and the batteries should work normally again. One nice surprise this week is that snap hooks can finally pull batteries again, making this trial much smoother than before. Let's go over the doors real quick. As I said, there are 4 double doors, one being between assembly and medical, one being between the corridor and lobby, one being between lobby and atrium, and one down in Seed Vault. Those are 4 doors that I call double doors because you can put batteries on both sides of the door. We have 1 small battery placement in the cafeteria in atrium. And finally, the door down in Robotic Sandbox where you go to Lobby Metro. I think there are a total of 3 potential spawns, if I remember correctly, where the batteries for this door can spawn. One being on this part of the wall over here, one being on this wall over here, and one on the wall where you go to Loading Bay. Don't look for the prompts because they might be bugged. Look for the actual battery holder and the green light showing the batteries. If you see the green light on the batteries, but you don't get the prompt, as I said, find a safe place. I usually go into this small dark room here, Alt F4, quit the game, reconnect. After that, you should be able to pick up the batteries. There is a bug with this trial where you can reach 7,000 points. It includes this door. I don't know exactly how to reproduce it. Just sometimes it happens that you get 1,000 more points. I don't know why, I don't know how. It is what it is. And finally, the jump mine trial. This time the wording is actually correct. Only the damage from a single mine counts. Unfortunately, that makes this one of the least rewarding trials we've had in a long time. The current best strategy is found by Joe Diete Gaming. Sorry for possibly butchering your name. It involves building a tunnel using barricades on buried city, throwing a lure grenade, after spawning enemies with a snitch scanner and then placing a single explosive mine. As for the jump mine trial, the position where he's doing it is on Buried City in the warehouse next to the Murano station. I'm gonna show you a short clip on how he does it. Full credits to him. I don't have anything to do with that idea. I just want to show you guys how it's done.
Try this again. On the twig.
So he throws down the snitch scanners. He has barricades already set up. Throws down a lure to call in the snitches towards that small tunnel.
Oh, that's better. Let's go. All right. So that is the way.
He finishes off the remaining
That's what
wasps.
I've had, actually.
All that effort for roughly 4,700 points. Unless you're trying to complete every single trial, or you're pushing for Cantina Legend, or this is the final week of the season, I'd honestly recommend either skipping this entirely or not putting too much effort into it. Me, myself, I will try to trap shredders on Stella again, see how that goes. I will update you in a future video about that. So that's my ranking for this week's Trials of the Week. If you're short in time, focus on damage Vaporizers first and farming your wolf packs for that. After that, destroy Wasps. Offers another excellent score with relatively straightforward setup. Port Authority and Deliver Carriables are both solid options in the middle. And unless you're going for full completion, I'd say save the headache and either skip the jump mine trial all along or don't put too much effort into it. As always, we will be doing full runs for these trials live on twitch.tv/VannyP before they make their way onto YouTube. If this guide helped you, leave a like, subscribe for more Arc Raiders guides, and don't forget to check out the Discord for maps, routes, and additional resources. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.